is TeamViewer. So what is TeamViewer? TeamViewer is like a software that allows us, IT, to remotely enter your system and help you, to give you support. It's like a remote control software. So that's just basically it. So as a Fountain of Life Church staff, you have access to TeamViewer. Not that we will give you, like, not as a user, but like, oh, as a user, but we are the support person. So if you're not in, like, let's say you're not within the organization and you need to ask, like, you need support from us, like you need IT to help you. You cannot configure your mail is not dropping, all these other issues that can come up. You can just contact us and we'll use TeamViewer to access your system. We'll be able to like do everything we want on your system. So that's TeamViewer. Then we have this very important software, Office 365. Office 365 is a um is a combination of apps provided by the Microsoft for organizations. So as a Fountain of Life staff, you have access to Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, OneDrive, Viva Engage for data processing and stuff like that. I will still show you some of these things at the end of this. So we have you have access to cloud storage, email messaging, instant messaging, planner, and stuff like that. Then, as a Fountain of Life Church staff, you have access to your staff portal. Now, the staff portal, I understand, is going through like a new like development due to the restructuring. So we are like working on it currently. But as a Fountain of Life Church staff, you have access to it. And how can you get inside the staff portal is staff.tfolc.org. Then number 4, you have the antivirus. You have access to antivirus. If you're a staff, you should have and you're using the Windows system, you should have the antivirus on your system. If you don't have it, please contact IT so we can install it for you. So the antivirus regularly updates and scans your system for viruses. This is very important because we don't want any weakness in our systems and in our links in general. So other available resources and applications for users. This is just what we think you should use. You have the internet. As a staff, you are entitled to internet, either LAN or WLAN. Then web browsers like google.com, Microsoft Edge. Then you have free AI tools like ChatGPT that you can use, like Microsoft Bing. I actually like Microsoft Bing. The AI is now called Copilot. So because you're a Fountain of Life Church staff, you have access to Microsoft 365. So that means you have the Copilot for free, because some of these AI softwares, you have to pay for them. But because you're a Fountain of Life Church staff, you have Copilots. Now, Copilots it's just the normal AI that allow you to do stuff, like you can tell you what to do and it will do it for you. You can use it to compose mails. You can ask it for like prompts and stuff to edit whatever you want to edit. And I really like it is because you're a Fountain of Life Church staff, it protects your data. It protects your data. So your data is not just it's not everywhere like other AI applications. Your data is protected. So you can also access learning platforms. I'm not saying this because you're a Fountain of Life Church staff. This is just what we think, like applications or softwares that can help you. Then we have like learning platforms like Google Digital Garage. I like Google Digital Garage. LinkedIn, I like LinkedIn. And you have Udemy, Coursera, EDX. EDX was very helpful during the Corona time. I don't know if anybody knows EDX, but EDX was very, very helpful. But now it's not free anymore. Yes, but it's not more free. Yeah. Organizations, social media platform. In case you don't know, we have the Fountain of Life Church YouTube channel. It's called Fountain TV. Please follow us. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then we have Pastor Jimmy's YouTube channel. It's called at Jimmy Odukoya Official. Please, if you have not subscribed to his YouTube channel, please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Please like our lives and our posts. Thank you. Then we have Pastor Toluwani's YouTube channel. She has two. There's one called Toluwani and there's one called Toluwani Ministries. Please follow, subscribe. Please turn on your post notifications on these channels. Thank you. Then there's Pastor Jimmy's podcasts. So we actually host this podcast on SoundCloud. So if you have SoundCloud, you can listen to his messages on SoundCloud. But we put it on Google Podcasts. We put it on Spotify. It is also on I think that's it. Yeah, and Apple Podcast too. So you can follow Pastor Jimmy's podcasts on this platform and listen to the messages in case you did not catch them in church. Then the organization websites. So whatever you need, if you don't want to know what is going on, we regularly update the organization's website, which is www.tfolc.org. Now we have a new website called the Partnership. We're working on it right now. So you hear about that soon. So for the practical class, this is the main thing I want to do. So these are available resources. We've spoken about this. Now, okay, logging in. Some people might not know how to log into Office 365. So to log into Office 365, step one is to go to this link. You can just type Office 365 on your browser to pop up to show you. Then sign in. You enter your official email address and password to activate and access your Office 365 account and dashboard. In case you don't know your password or you've forgotten your password, you can contact IT. But I think we should keep our passwords safe. I think a lot of people forget their passwords. Why? Why do you forget your passwords? Why do you forget your passwords? Anyways, so when you log in, you should see this. Office is now this, they'll tell you this. So that's how to log in. So in case you don't know your password, please call IT. Then when you enter the dashboard of Office 365, you see the app launcher. It will show you all the apps that I was talking about: Outlook, OneDrive. Now, OneDrive, I want to talk about OneDrive. OneDrive is very, very important. The reason why OneDrive is important is for an organization to function, we need to have collective data. Like anybody needs, like everybody in the organization needs to access the data. When you create data for the organization, the data is not for you. You have to upload the data to OneDrive. Now it's like when, let's say you're looking for a file and there's this shelf of files, how they used to keep it in all those local governments, all those federal governments, they will just keep files. So they're storing it hardware. But OneDrive is like we're storing it, the files in the cloud, like in the cloud. It's just like that. So let's say I'm looking for this file 1 or file A. It will tell me, oh, go to this place, go and look for the file. So I'll start searching through and looking for the files. But the same applies to OneDrive. So let's say you have access to OneDrive. 1 terabyte storage is like a storage space. So every fountain staff has 1 terabyte of. So when you upload your file to OneDrive, you are doing the same thing. You are storing those files. Then when you want someone to find the file, you share a link of your document. Let's say you are working on Word. All these apps, every other app here, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, whatever, they're all connected to the OneDrive. OneDrive, wherever you save, you're saving to OneDrive. So let's say I want to share a file with, let's say, Mr. Lawal. I want Mr. Lawal to see my file. I want him to find my file. I will share the link, and the link creates a path. So that path tells him where my file is. So OneDrive is very important. So step 3, click on desired app to access via your web browser. Okay, I've spoken about this. So you can actually download some of these Office 365 apps on your desktop, so you can work with them work with the apps offline. You can just have it on your system. So it's not listed here because it's not like an app. It's on the browser. Microsoft Bing. Where? Okay. Okay. All right, no problem. So so you can download some of the Office 365 apps on your actually on your mobile devices. The one I like to have on my device is Teams. I like to have the Office 365. That's an app. I like to have Office 365 app on my phone too. So when Mr. Lawal shares files with me, or when anybody shares files with me, or I want to access my files, I'm able to see it on my phone. So that's that for that. Okay. Then how to create and work on files online. So I don't think it's a big deal. I just think it just takes time to like get used to. So to sign in, when you sign in, like the previous step, you choose OneDrive in the Office Online App Launcher, choose New, and choose the type of file you would like to create. Okay. So when you go to OneDrive, you can actually access any of these apps from OneDrive. So when you go to OneDrive, like the way it's shown, it will show you like this interface. So you choose new and you click on the type of file you would like to create. So you can add the edits and add new content. And the nice thing about doing this is that it saves whatever file you try to create, whether Excel, Word, to OneDrive. Oh, are you following online? Check, please. Check, 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 check. Okay. Okay, this is still talking about OneDrive. So like I said, OneDrive is very important. Every app you use, you have to ensure you save to OneDrive. Okay, so sign in. When you sign in, that once you sign in the first time, you are definitely signed in like everywhere. You're definitely signed in. Like the next time you want to sign in, you're definitely signed in. So let's skip that step. You choose OneDrive in the app launcher of Office 365. Then you can search for the apps you are looking for. Then you can upload. You can actually manually upload. Let's say you've been saving your files to your system. You can manually upload them to OneDrive now. Let's say you've been saving them on your system. You can manually upload them now. So you just choose the files or the folders you want to upload. You need internet, of course. Then it will upload regardless of how large the file is or the files are to upload. So
Yes, sir. It's not a question, it's a kind of comment. Office 365 had a training that some of us use. I guess it's a whole lot to learn. I was to send it back to see how we send it wasn't picking it up mail. But if I send anything as well to her about that, says I can access it. But I suddenly look for another way. I selected the option of 365. Then it automatically gave me options, and I picked PDF. And it went to ask PDF for my questions. So it's amazing how a lot of us don't seem to fully understand how that works. I guess we need to talk more about it so that people know that we can actually practically have an office on 365. I agree with you, but I think we should be ready to train people again on Office 365.
Okay. Thank you for your comments, Mr. Sylvester. Like, it's really. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What she's talking about is whether we understand everything or we understand nothing. That's question. You don't understand who says that. Which aspect of the discussion don't you understand? Hey, my friends, okay, yes. Come. Yes. You know the reason why you is going but training, you don't do it talking. You be training, you don't do keep talking, you must first to be able to know that people when you follow you and understand what you're yes, kind of what you don't understand anything. But you use laptop. You do which unit are you? Reception. And you get to use laptop. Okay. All right, so you don't understand anything, but you know Office 365. I know what we're going to do because I can relate with that. Probably we need to actually do practical section. Instead of just discussing. If I was taking this instead of just talking on slide, I would have loved to be navigating through. And just be said, okay, you want to upload all your files, how you do it. You want to send file, directly on cloud, this how you send it. You want to attach it as a PDF, like you said, this how to do it. And I could be able to relate well with it. Right now, like watching this. But it's still okay. At least now it will let you know that there's so much that you want to know. That's where I look at knowledge. But yeah, discussing something with me and I don't know, so wow. That's why I think Aristotle said that the more I know, the more acutely I become aware of my ignorance. You get that? So the more somebody shows me something else, so I didn't know all this why. So I've been ignorant. Okay, and that's what keeps us humble, and you have to continue to learn from whoever. All right, because the more we share information, the more we become more aware and become more intelligent. All right, what's is not coming up again? It's looking like we're really going to build it IT for a while. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Yes, sir.
But like I said, we probably will just be, I will bring in somebody to talk to us, talk to you, then we'll go back to the technical. Yes, sir. We go back to technical. I think probably all IT training going forward will be practical. Yes, we can give you overview or description of what we're trying to do, how to do it. Because I know that even with the practical training, after that training, if you don't practice what you have been taught, you will forget it. You will forget it. I know that very well when I went for several years back, Excel training. They all went for Excel training, and guess what? Out of all the people that went, I happen to be the only person that using that Excel. All the people that went for training were not coming back to me to show them because I made it a point of duty to use different, functionalities that's very funny if I ask now in this room, on a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate your Excel proficiency? I've seen instances during the interview, but I've seen situation whereby someone will say 8/10. And by the time you drill the person doesn't even have 2/10 in Excel. Yeah, all right. So some of these things come from usage. All right, usage. We have all strength and one thing that I know about IT people is that what keeps them on top of trend is because they search a lot. If you ask them for something they don't know now, they will go and research to find the solution to it. So that's why if you have these big professions like you guys, you can't really stay on top of things in those professions without being a continuous learning. Yeah, computing, are you ready? I'm just using it to fill space. I don't want you looking at this. So I have a page, so that's my P. It's telling me time, but I know that they are not ready. Once you are ready, let me know. So IT and lawyer, all right, you have to pick, every week new, judgments, new, reference, and that we don't have to be able to talk. Other you pay. Why? You are the one I'm looking for. By the way, people online are usually with us. Online audience. Which money going from? What you should do.
Hello, everyone. You can continue.
Okay.
Okay. So, is- hello. Yeah. I apologize, everyone, for the. So I was listening to what Mr. Shola was saying, and I also heard the comments of Mr. Sylvester and Sister Olushi. So the thing is, if you do not use these apps, you will not know how to use them. That's facts. If you do not use them by yourself, regardless of how long we train you, because I know we had this training twice last year, you would not know how to use them. I every day push myself to use the apps. You have to use the apps all the time before you can learn, oh, what is about, oh, what is new, or what's the new update they've pushed, what is going on. You actually have to like say, oh, I want to use it. So I think that's important to know. So collaboration on Office 365. So after you share a file from OneDrive for business, you can work on that file together at the same time. So this happens a lot in our units. We can all be working on the PowerPoint file, maybe for our reports. We can all be working on the file for PowerPoint. Let's say we want to write a memo. I'll share the memo with Mr. Lawal. He's working on it. I'm working on it. He's editing it. I'm also editing it. The reason why this is possible is because I've shared the file to OneDrive. Now, because I have shared the file to OneDrive, he is a member of the organization too, so he has access to the OneDrive. That is why from his own system, he can fetch the file from OneDrive and work on it together. So open the file on your desktop. So this is just teaching you how to do this. Open the file on your desktop. Let's say you want to use Word. You open the file. It's true. We need a practical class maybe after all of this. So when you open the file, you can just create a new document, and on top, save prompt. To show you an autosave prompt up. So when you enable autosave prompts, it will say what you want to save, to show you OneDrive, to show you SharePoint, to show you okay. All right. Cool. All right, so I got that. So this is for the staff portal. Everybody knows the staff portal. I think you should. If you don't, this is the staff portal, www.staff.tflc.org. So this is how to access it on the web. So you sign in. By default, your username is your official email address. Default password is 0000. If you cannot log in, contact IT. That means you've forgotten your password. Maybe you changed it and you cannot remember again. So the staff portal has a bunch of stuff. You can like link to your webmail. So this is a link to your webmail. So you don't have to bother thinking about, oh, where is webmail? This will take you to webmail. It starts a staff suggestion box, Leaf portal, which we're working on, help desk to show you show you the way to help desk. Then the local phone book, because I've gotten some calls, people asking, oh, whose number is this? Oh, what is Pastor Dikpo's number? What is Mr. Shola's number? You can check on the local phone book here on your staff portal to show you everybody's number. Yes, it's updated now. So we have the e-tax portal. So that's there. So this shows how the staff suggestion box looks like, in case you don't know. Then this is the local phone book. So it shows you all the number on the right. Then it shows you links to Office 365's apps. So I'm done. Thank you so much.
That was, anyway, like you said, for the practical session, should we do it at the last? Because we have some expectations. You know, the initial plan was practical from the previous class. Then she takes, then the expectation. Let's take an expectation so we can. So that was why we added that in the beginning. Yeah, that questions. And there's also the opportunity for us to answer some objective questions. Is it objective? Yeah, objective questions or some questions anyway. Now, based on what we've been taught, the IT department have some expectations from us, staff members. And we believe that what we've now known about the IT department, there are some requests that we will no longer be getting in the IT department. And there are some calls we will no longer be getting in the IT department. Now, the following are our expectations from, that's the IT's expectations from users, unit, departments, and the organization at large. Sorry, I've been finding it difficult to pull down these guys, but I'm going to read it out. 1, the regular use of our official email. Now that we all know that we all have official emails, people should not be calling us. Okay. Okay, do we all know that we have official emails? We all know. If you don't know, can you please signify so we can inform you again better? So now that we know that we have official emails, we shouldn't be getting calls like, what is my email address? What is my official emails? Then 2, we hope that we will get better adoption of the use of Microsoft Office 365. Now, anytime we use Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft benchmarks our organization with other organizations globally. And my CRO always get that report. You know, you see how the Fountain of Life Church uses Office 365. And it also adds to the organization's reputation with Microsoft. So if you have any technical issue or we engage Microsoft, Microsoft knows that we are part of them. So we believe Yeah. Yeah. You've engaged. Yeah.
I think it's also AI.
Yes, it has AI features in it. You know, it can study your activities with Microsoft online. It gives you a monthly, weekly report. You know, you get to see it. If you use Microsoft Office 365, you will see those reports. You just get an alert in your email and you see how you've used Microsoft for that month or for that week. And you can even use it as your monthly report and send to your upline. You know, then also we now know our regular, okay, the regular use of our available apps and solutions for staff members. Now, we now know that we have Office 365, which is an app. And we believe that based on this training, we'll get to use the app more. Then also the staff portal. We'll get to also use the staff portal. Like Shekinah was saying, the staff portal, you know, carries a lot of resources that we may not know. Things like phone calls. You can see all the phone numbers of all the different offices. You can access Office 365 from there. You can, you know, contact help desk. You can have access to your tax, you know, to file your tax, your annual return. Then it has a lot of, you know, features that we can also take advantage of. Then the HR can also use it as, and he has actually been using it as a form of notification. If you want to get to know anything about like this meeting that is going on, you know, instead of the, you know, the regular WhatsApp message that we get, you can also find it in the staff portal. You know, anytime you log in on the staff portal, you get up-to-date information about what is currently happening in the Fountain of Life Church. Then better use of the internet and its resources. Instead of us, you know, just, you know, seeing the internet as a place where you go and be accessing only Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The internet is a massive resource base. You know, you can imagine the quantum number of information, materials, resources, free materials that you can get for free. You know, somebody one time asked me, how did you do your Google Garage? How did I get certified, you know, from Google? My first Google Garage Africa certification that I got was free, you know, and I did the Google Garage UK for free. These things are available online, and there are a lot of materials and resources. Recently, I got a notification from Harvard Business School on a training that Harvard is giving for free. You can imagine the enormous, you know, resources that we have online that we can take advantage of. In IT, I tell all of them, use the internet for the best use. In fact, because of this, we are even thinking of rephrasing or rebranding the admin and the digital and admin unit to, instead of having digital and admin unit, we are thinking of having IT digital intelligence, research and admin. So we are rebranding the Shekinah's unit to IT intelligence, digital and admin, because we cannot just be doing just digital, be uploading on social media, be streaming, you know. Based on this, in fact, the next expectation, you will see some requests that the IT department is asking other departments and units, you know, then reduction in support calls. Then finally, and there's the other slide, we believe also that after knowing these steps provided, you know, for basic troubleshooting, support calls will reduce drastically. For example, calls like, some people will always call us, IT, I cannot remember my webmail password. We believe that we won't be getting that call again. No. IT, please come and reset it. No, you can actually reset your email yourself. Then when you forget your Office 365 password or login, you don't need to call IT. There is room for you to reset your password yourself as, you know, a user. Then somebody calling, IT, I cannot remember my Office 365 password. Like I said, you can actually reset it yourself, like Shekinah explained. Or somebody is calling, IT, I cannot browse. Yes, sir. That's the way they call it. IT, I cannot browse though. You know, this should stop, you know, based on what we've been taught. You know, then there's also another call. IT, come and configure my email on my phone. I cannot browse on my phone. Please, can you configure it? You can configure it yourself, you know. Now, I remember, was it on Saturday, Pastor J called me and said he needs to configure one of his emails on his mobile device. I just told Pastor J, you can go to the settings. Pastor J said, in fact, before I said settings, Pastor J was already there. Before I said, he now said, he can actually download the configuration instead of him getting the configuration. I said, yes, you can, sir. Immediately, Pastor J configured it on his phone and he said, thank you, Lawal. See you on Sunday. And instantly, that is how all of us should operate. In fact, I was really impressed, So then calls like, IT, I cannot print, They will shout it, IT. Someone will say, IT, oh, I don't want to mention names. Where are they? They will say, IT, we cannot print. Or IT, please come and check my printer. Oh, it's making one kind of chuku noise, So we shouldn't be getting that kind of call again. Now, based on this new IT, based on the Fountain of Life Church structure, we believe that the following tasks should be handled by the following units, departments, and instead of IT. That's what we believe, and we also believe that if we want to do IT, let's know, that we are doing IT. Instead of IT, getting involved in some other task that is not part of IT. That's why we're rebranding IT. Even the technical unit, we are planning to turn the technical unit to IT technical and cybersecurity unit, because we've noticed the trend and we are trying to follow that trend. If we really want to be, IT compliant, and if the organization really want to go IT, so tasks like video and audio upload, it shouldn't be done in IT. That's why we have the media and production unit under the culture shaping department, I believe, handled by AD. So I've said it and I've told my team, I'm going to discuss with our CRO and we'll send emails. We'll request why IT should still be handling this task when there are units dedicated for it. Now, the job of IT, like what Pastor Tony said in one of our meetings, is that IT is not even supposed to be streaming in the first place. We have a media and production unit. What IT is to do is to provide the basic infrastructure, give you all that you need, give you the system that you need, give you internet. If you want internet, if IT can have internet in this location, then they can have internet in wherever location you need to stream from. Then another job of IT is to train whoever you are bringing in. If you need staff, let's do what is right and what is standard practice. So things like SMS, email sending is not IT. Units like the data unit can handle things like that. Media and publications unit can be handling that. Or the internal and external communication unit. It shouldn't be IT that will be sending bulk emails. It shouldn't be IT that IT's job is to create the platform. I've noticed over time in this organization that some people will come with laudable and beautiful ideas. They will tell IT, we want a website. And IT will start developing the website. And once that website is ready, they will leave the website in IT. They will not be expecting IT to get content, upload, images on those websites. Then we are no longer doing IT, we are doing publications. So for IT to be core IT and focus on IT, we need to streamline all of those tasks and requests and responsibilities. Now, social media engagement, it is not IT that will be posting on social media. I remember there was a time Pastor J called me, why are they not posting on social media? They are not posting often. I said, sir, posting, we have a social media unit under ADE, culture shaping. It is actually their job. Pastor J said, I don't want to care. Get it done. I said, okay, sir. The next day, I sent a mail to the head of social media. And thank God now they are complying. In fact, at every streaming, they allocate somebody to us to engage people. Because I told Pastor J, if I make grammatical blunder online, they will now say I'm not representing the Fountain of Life Church. Pastor J said, okay, I think that's true. I think that's, so let's do what we are supposed to do. The reason is because this is important so that the IT department can attend to other pressing IT-related requests and issues, and thus meet the organization's technological goals. This is very important. Let's do what we are supposed to do. Now, the next slide then is actually supposed to be some questions that we're actually supposed to answer, and the such that we are supposed to share a piece of paper. So you answer the question, then share it with your colleague. Your colleague will mark it. then it stays between yourself. Can we quickly do that, sir? So Shegun, just share a piece of paper, give them biro, you know, they want. So, you know, so once you are done answering your question, you will just swap it with your neighbor. Your neighbor will mark you, you know, and we'll go back to where these questions, you know, where we have the answers to these questions. So you can see and score your neighbor, you know. We'll still have room for questions, sir. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. While we're answering our questions.
Morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So I happen to have worked closely with IT. And I think I just have to make this comment because of some stance they are recommending so that we have it in proper perspective. So, laudable IT, well done, kudos to you guys. And we can't run away from the fact that it's the in thing now. You must be savvy, you must be IT savvy. But I think one of the major setbacks we have presently in the system, I'm not sure everybody here has a laptop or a system that is working efficiently well. Secondly, access to internet. I'm not sure how internet access is stable in these premises. So as much as you desire, you want to explore this internet, browse, acquire knowledge, and all these things they are saying. If I don't have stable internet connectivity, it's not going to be possible. The same thing at my level as I am now, I don't have an official system. And I know it applies to a lot of people here. So if these things are not there, all these things they are saying, we are just saying it. One of the setbacks for the 365 issues that you taught it. Most of the people came, they don't have a system to do the practical. If we had told people to come here with their system today, most of them will not have system to do the practical. So I'm just putting it in perspective so that it's not look as if the staff are the ones that are really the issue. This system itself will not make it possible for the staffs to operate at the level we want them to operate. Because if at my level I don't have an official system, I think it calls for us to consider. For the streaming thing too, IT happens to have the best internet connectivity. Why streaming is domiciled with IT is because they have perfect streaming, perfect internet connectivity. And you can't stream without internet. So what do? It has to be domiciled there. A lot of things that IT do for that unit is because of internet. Internet in IT is premium. So if you wanted us to deliver this, their assignments, give them internet. I know I'm speaking for a lot of people here. You are telling us now that you can't attend to mere printer troubleshooting. Printers will have issues. Because if there's internet issue with a wireless printer, it will develop a connectivity problem. A layman will not know what to do. There's not anybody who will know IP address and how to resolve such issues. So I just think that I should bring these things into perspective so that if we are profiling a solution, it's a solution that we work. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Valid observation in some of the comments you have made. All right, and I think we're going to look into it. That's all I will say. But again, I can assure you that some of the things that IT has, they've presented here today, if it is just 5 people that we currently have with system, we want them to optimize it. That is my own point. And the reason why you don't have today, I may not know exactly what has led to that, but we've had conversation and you know that we are already working towards that. It's not as if that the organization has not really mapped out the things that we must put in place to upgrade everybody to operate at the level that we're expecting. Last month, I think we started purchasing laptops for people. All the people that we have purchased laptops for last month, all right, is because they need to work with laptops. An organization will only be able to meet up with that kind of request based on revenue. And I think at your level also, you should be able to know that there's a way we'll have to really plan, any purchases that we want to make in the organization. I've had that conversation with you, and I believe that others too. Now, for your information, we have plans in place to get laptops for people. Last week, what did we do? We've already signed off on another set of people that we want to. In fact, vendors have already sent us, their quotations for the things that we want to purchase. The second batch. And the second batch, we move it to the level whereby we needed final approval. And we're given some details that would mean that we have to at least just hold on to probably the end of this month. So, bro, I'm saying this so that you don't think that the organization is not doing something about the issues. We are, all right, and we'll continue to do that. But we also expect everybody to up their game. Whatever it is that you currently have as tools that the organization has given to you, I would expect that please optimize it. Use it to your own advantage and use it to really improve your productivity. Okay. Pastor Femi already mentioned that probably some of these issues, if you have specific issues, please bring it to me. Bring it to me or escalate to any other senior person that you report to. All right, and we will look into it. The whole essence of this is nobody is coming here to want to lower our standard. We will continue to raise that standard, no matter what. In the midst of all our imperfections, we will continue to, strive for perfection. That is the mindset that I think all of us need to imbibe. All right. Once again, I appreciate that you have brought it to the fore, but I can assure you that we are working on it. And together we will achieve that excellence that we really want. All right. I feel like saying praise the Lord. So please let me appreciate Brother Isaac at least for bringing that out. And let's appreciate IT also. On a more serious note, the moment IT got to the point of highlighting, duties domicile with them right now that should be somewhere else, I know that there will be this pushback naturally. But if we really want to look at it in terms of proper alignment, they are correct. So what we just need to do, just like you are saying, they have premium internet, is to ensure how can we upgrade the bandwidth that we have in other departments that are supposed to be, doing all these functions. So that's what we'll look at. But perfectly, I believe that we are on the right path. And whether you like it or not, in organizations, there must be this friction for us to move forward. Yeah. So you don't express shock over what is normal. What has happened this morning is what? Is what? It's normal. All right. So let us continue to have this kind of conversation and put ourselves on the right track as an organization. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Please help me say good morning to your neighbor once again. No, we finished. Time. Don't worry, we will come back next week. Don't worry. I don't 1 minute. Wait. Reason, you will notice that some people have actually left already, and I want us to also respect time. Okay? We started by saying we want to do this 30 minutes. We move it to 45 minutes. We move it to 1 hour. And we still realize that 1 hour is not enough, but we shouldn't push it too much so that people don't get discouraged. All right? So please, next week, be ready to do, practical, because we didn't do practical today. So we have to do practical next week. And okay, let me put it this way. If you have a laptop, please bring it to this class next week, Wednesday. If you have laptop, if you don't, no problem. We will, you will sit together to, work on laptops. I have, my laptop. I can come here and I can donate some IT. If you have other extra laptops, so you can bring it for the purpose of practical session next week. What did you say, sir? iPad can work for, Office 365, even on your phone. Yes, even your phone. Please come with your